Shannon, there's another new report this morning saying the Obama White House may be driving a lot of the news on Russia. New York Times, long report this morning in the final days of the Obama term, saying that officials scramble to leave a trail for investigators that relate to Russian hacking. Now, why would that be? Rich Lowry, editor of National Review and a Fox News contributor, with me now to examine this. And good morning to you. When you read that story and the details in there, what is the sense among Trump supporters that they take from this report?
Well, it's going to increase the sense among Trump supporters that this was a partisan operation to delegitimize his election, and all sorts of rules were bent in order to create minefields for Trump coming into office. And it's from this kind of loose group of unnamed shadowy officials that the operation to take down Michael Flynn came from.
Overall, the impression the reporting in the New York Times gives you is that the Obama team had evidence, and they wanted to make sure as many people in Washington saw it as possible before they were out of power, essentially, and they wanted to preserve the record.
Right.
Now, why would that be?
So the Obama folks will tell you we had a presidential candidate who won an election that the Russians had hacked and tried to influence, and was constantly denying that the Russians had done this, and was saying incredibly friendly things about Vladimir Putin. So they found all that very alarming, and they worried that information would be ignored or perhaps even destroyed. Now, to me, one takeaway I have from this is if all this intelligence was disseminated as widely as this story suggests, if there was really a smoking gun, and a smoking gun in this context is like direct coordination between Trump and his inner circle and Russian intelligence on the hacking, we would probably know about it. And what we have at the moment is a lot of smoke, but nothing that's that explosive.
So we went back this morning, Rich, to find out when President Obama talked about either the Russian hacking or the implication that Trump campaign officials were involved with the Russians. It wasn't hard to find. November 17th, Angela Merkel, December 12th, December 16th, twice on December 16th, another time on January 8th. That's just what we found today. In one form or another, he referred to the Russian hacking or the Trump campaign team in these comments. So you get the idea that they were trying to plant this seed.
Right.
Now, can you prove that, or is that just the suggestion that comes
Well, we
from
can all agree that that's the fact pattern. The Obama people will say, as was reported in this New York Times story, as more and more intelligence came in, we were more and more alarmed, and we more and more wanted to get the word out to the public. The Trump folks will say, oh, you know what happened and what changed? They lost an election. And they were outraged that they lost an election, and they wanted to undermine the legitimacy of the incoming president.